They crossed the Alps with Caesar, guarded the gates of the empire, and almost went extinct when the steam engine was invented. This is the secret history of the Roman tank disguised as a family pet. What if I told you that the gentle giant snoozing on your living room floor carries the legacy of one of history's most formidable war machines? This is the story of the Mastiff, a dog whose shadow stretches back over to millennia, from the heart of the Roman legions to the heart of the modern family. Our journey begins not in a cozy suburban home, but on the blood-soaked battlefields of the ancient world. Meet the Canis molossus, the ancient ancestor of today's Mastiff. Bred by the Molossa people of Epirus, these were no ordinary dogs. They were titans, renowned for their immense size, power, and ferocity. When the Roman Republic began its relentless expansion, they didn't just conquer lands. They adopted the best tools of war they could find, and the molossus was one of them. The Romans saw the potential in these magnificent beasts and integrated them into their legions, clad in spiked collars and even light armor. These dogs were the shock troops of the ancient world. Their deafening barks would sow terror, and their powerful charge could break enemy lines before the first legionary even drew his sword. In 55 BC, when Julius Caesar set his sights on the mysterious island of Britannia, he didn't go alone. Alongside his legions marched these four-legged soldiers. The Britons, fierce warriors themselves, had their own powerful dogs. But even they were stunned by the ferocity and discipline of the Roman war dogs. Caesar himself wrote about the encounter, noting the effectiveness of these canine companions in battle. The image of the molossus became so iconic that it was immortalized in Roman art. Mosaics, statues, and reliefs from across the empire depict these dogs. Sometimes in the heat of battle, other times as stoic guardians of lavish villas. They were a symbol of Roman power and a testament to the deep bond between humans and dogs forged in the crucible of war. From the Colosseum's sands, where they were pitted against gladiators and wild animals, to the farthest reaches of the empire, the ancestors of the Mastiff left their paw prints all over Roman history. When the Western Roman Empire crumbled in the 5th century, the legions vanished, but their dogs remained. The legion's shadow found a new purpose. The age of grand estates and feudal lords began, and with it, a need for unparalleled guardians. The descendants of the molossus, now evolving into distinct types across Europe, became the quintessential estate dogs. Known as bandogas, they were literally bound or chained during the day, only to be released at night to patrol the vast properties of the nobility. Their deep, rumbling bark was a better deterrent than any lock, and their loyalty was absolute. They were the silent, watchful protectors of castles and manors. Their intimidating presence enough to ward off poachers and thieves, but their role wasn't purely defensive. As gamekeepers' dogs, they were indispensable in managing large and dangerous game. These dogs were strong enough to track and hold down formidable prey like boar, bear, and even wolves until the hunters arrived. Their intelligence and controlled aggression made them perfect for this perilous work. One famous account from the 15th century tells of a mastiff at the Battle of Agincourt, who stood guard over her fallen master Sir Piers's leg, fighting off any who dared approach him. This dog was later returned to England and became a foundation for the famous Limehall strain of mastiffs, cementing the breed's reputation for courage and unwavering loyalty. Through the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, the Mastiff was a living symbol of status and security, a trusted guardian whose lineage was as prized as that of any noble family. The dawn of the Industrial Revolution brought with it the roar of steam engines and the hiss of machinery. It was an age of incredible progress, but for the Mastiff, it was nearly the end. As large estates were broken up and the need for powerful guard dogs waned, the breed's numbers plummeted. The invention of the firearm meant that a gamekeeper no longer needed a dog to hold a bear. A rifle could do the job from a safe distance. The ancient roles that had defined the Mastiff for centuries were suddenly obsolete. The breed that had survived the fall of Rome was now facing extinction at the hands of modernity. By the mid-19th century, true Mastiffs were incredibly rare. It was a dire time for the Legion's shadow. But just as the breed teetered on the brink, a few dedicated individuals stepped in. These were not warriors or kings, but passionate dog lovers who saw the immense value in preserving this ancient lineage. Breeders like Captain John Garnier and the Reverend Thomas Pierce scoured the country for the last remaining examples of the breed. They understood that they were not just saving a dog, they were preserving a living piece of history. Through careful and selective breeding programs, they began the arduous task of revival. They focused on standardizing the breed's appearance and, crucially, its temperament. The ferocity of the war dog was slowly tempered, replaced by a calm confidence and a gentle nature. The first dog shows in the late 19th century provided a platform to showcase these magnificent animals, reigniting public interest. The Mastiff was pulled back from the edge, its survival a testament to the dedication of a handful of true enthusiasts who refused to let its shadow fade from the world. So, what became of the Roman war dog? Look around, sleeping on the rug, patiently tolerating a toddler's clumsy affection, or waiting by the door with a soft woof to greet you. The transformation is nothing short of miraculous. The Legion's shadow has stepped out of the past and into our homes, becoming one of the most beloved family companions in the world. Today's Mastiff is the definition of a gentle giant. Their imposing size remains, a quiet echo of their formidable ancestry, but their temperament has been shaped into one of profound gentleness and patience. They are known for being incredibly loyal, loving, and protective of their families, especially children. This modern Mastiff is a guardian, yes, but not of estates or battle lines. It guards the family hearth. Its protective instincts are now channeled into a quiet, watchful presence. They don't need to be fierce. Their size is usually deterrent enough. But make no mistake, the courage that faced down Roman enemies and wild boars is still there, reserved for the true defense of their loved ones, from a weapon of war to a furry family member. The Mastiff's 2,000-year journey is a powerful story of evolution and the enduring bond between humans and dogs. The Legionary's companion is now the family's best friend. The tank is now a teddy bear. And the shadow of the Legion now provides comforting shade in our own backyards. The history of the Mastiff is a reminder that behind every wagging tail and loving gaze can lie an epic story. A story of empires, battles, and survival. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. If you were captivated by the secret history of this incredible breed, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Canine Secrets, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the amazing world of dogs. Let us know in the comments what breed's history you'd like us to explore next.